Have a look at this slide. What is wrong with it? It is very cramped, crowded, filled with too much information and not aesthetically pleasing. Now have a look at this. So today, I'm going to teach you how to improve your slides as well as how to make smooth transitions using Morph.
But before that, let's understand what makes a slide good.
First and foremost, our presentation slides should be clear. What I mean by that is, we need to keep it simple and use less words. That way, we can make our points clear and make it easy to understand, since we're going to be explaining the details with our own voice. Number 2, we should use high quality images and the right fonts. This way, people in the back can also see what we are talking about and the whole room will be able to understand you. Finally, we should limit our text. We shouldn't write sentences as we saw on the first slide. We should reduce it and make it into bullet points so that it's easy to digest and be able to understood.
So, what is Morph? Well, Morph is actually a feature where
it allows you to move one object from one point to another. Now, how exactly do you apply Morph in your slides? First, what we are going to have to do is go to Insert, choose any images that we'd like. For the sake of this video, I'm going to be using this, and position it anywhere you'd like on the slide itself. Then, what you're going to do next is duplicate the slide, and on the second slide, put it in another location wherever you want it to move towards. And for the final step, go to Transition, choose Morph. Now, let's see the magic work.
So, now that we've learned how to use the Morph effect, let us learn how to apply it in an actual presentation.
First and foremost, the zoom in and zoom out effect. The way we do this is same as before. We duplicate the slide, and on this second slide, we shall adjust the image to any size that we want. Let's say we want to do a zoom out. I'm going to make this image smaller and reposition it in the center. Now, when we apply the Morph effect, it will seem as if the building is shrinking. Likewise, we can also make the image bigger. This will create the illusion of the image becoming larger. Have a look. Now, the next way we can apply this Morph effect is by creating the seamless transition of the image slowly moving up and disappearing into another slide. The way we do this is, again, duplicate the slide that we have, and this time around, we reposition the image outside of the slide. Let's say I put it above here. Now, when we apply the Morph effect, it will seem as if the building disappears into nowhere. Now, if we apply that in an actual presentation, it will look something like this. As you can see just now, the building will disappear to the left, creating this very seamless and beautiful transition. Next, outside to inside and inside to outside. This may sound very confusing, but I'm going to explain it to you. The first thing that you have to do is, as usual, duplicate the slide, and this time around, go to the first original slide. what you're gonna have to do is choose any selected text or image and bring it outside of the frame. Oops. Right, there we go. And just a bit more. Alright. Now, what we're gonna have to do is insert and select the Morph Transition. And what that's going to do is create this effect of the words appearing from nowhere in this very seamless motion. Now, you might be wondering, why not just use an animation? As you can see here, there is animations, and we can just choose for it to fade or appear. Now, the downside to this is when we are presenting, we have to click twice for it to appear. Whereas, if we chose to use the Morph Transition, all we have to do is click once on the mouse or any keys for it to appear. Now, how is this going to benefit us? Well, as you can see here, there are many text and images on the screen at the same time. All we have to do is click the mouse once for the next slide to appear seamlessly. Whereas, if you use animations, you're gonna have to click multiple times for the image to appear, for the words to appear, and it won't look as smooth. Last but not least, timings. Now, I'm going to show you something about the Morph Transition. Let's say I take these images and bring it up here, all of them on the same level. When we apply, the Morph Transition is going to come down at the same time. It takes just as long as the others. However, we can play around with this. Let's say I bring this image, go higher, and this one even further. Now, when we present, the images will have different speeds and it will appear at different time intervals. This, in turn, can be used to create very interesting and beautiful presentation slides. Now, as you can see here on this slide, I have positioned these 4 images on different level of plates. Now, when I present it, pay attention to these 4 images. It is going to appear at different speeds, creating this visually stunning appearing effect on this slide.
And here is the final product. That is all from me. Thank you for watching.